And once I show you this, now you're going to understand everything that Grant and I are doing and how we got there. Let me explain to you now. This is not my content, what I'm about to explain to you. I don't believe in plagiarism. This is from L. Ron Hubbard. This piece of data material changed my life. If I didn't tell you about it, you would be missing the big key component to everything that you will see and now understand of what we are doing and how we are doing it, okay? So everybody has these things called the 8 dynamics of existence. You have them whether you know it or not, okay? And the 8 dynamics, by the way, study the subject. Let me just tell you really quickly. Dynamic, it means, the word dynamic means it's an urge, okay? So it's a drive or an impulse toward survival, okay? So a dynamic, right? It's an impulse toward life, and it's a force that stimulates progress. Think about that. A dynamic relationship means a force that stimulates progress. You should be in dynamic relationships. Every single relationship should be stimulating progress, right? Not holding you back, not being a chain, right? Dynamic, okay? So these are your dynamics, an impulse toward life, okay? The origin of the word dynamic, you can't make this up, means power. Literally, like a power couple, power, okay? Existence, it means a state of living, continued survival, right? We're all in existence right now. It's also a way of living. Like, what's your existence? Like, are you the drug existence, or are you the, celebrating your 50th birthday on a yacht with your family doing jet skis existence? Like, how are you existing, right? See the difference in the conditions? Like, how well are you surviving? So there's 8 dynamics. I'm only going to tell you about the first 6. The other 2, I'm not doing that in this seminar, but I'll tell you, I'm about to show you some slides. If you're interested in them, there's a little QR code on the slides. You can just take it and go back and either read what the other 2 are if you're even interested, or get a little pamphlet or whatever, but I'm not here to talk about those 2. But I'll tell you about the first dynamic, okay? The first dynamic, see, I wrote myself a note, show the slide. Okay, self. Did you get that? The first dynamic is self, okay? So it's you as the individual. This is your mind. This is your body. This is your health, your personal goals. It's your wealth. It's your possessions. How well are you surviving as yourself? You understand? Like, you can take a second and just assess it. Okay? The second one, so a lot of people, you see a lot of these people who are only self. That's all they've got is this little sphere, everything. I was this way. I call these people only ones. They're only interested in themselves. They're only ones. They don't know anything else. Very kind of self-absorbed, but hey, whatever works, right? That's fine. We're not judging you. This is just your sphere. The second one, sometimes people get well enough with themselves that they can expand outward to family. The second dynamic is your family dynamic. How well are you surviving through your family? This is also your mother, your father, but mostly it's considered like your spouse, your children. How well is your spouse doing? How well are your children doing? How well are you surviving your urge towards stimulating progress in your second dynamic? That's your family, right? This is you. You have this. This is part of you, right? The third one is the group. Okay, how well is your group doing? A group is your friends. This group, 10X Ladies, this is a group, right? It's your church group. It's the military. We have a lot of military spouses here, or military. Military, that's your group, right? Your school, your tennis club, your race. right? That's your group. Americans can be a group, or I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. Who dat? You know, who dat? Who dat nation? You know, like that's my group. You know, like my New Orleanians, right? So you get the idea of a group, right? Okay, so the next one is, and how well is your group doing? Like, how well are your friends doing? You know, the office, the 10X staff, like how well are they doing? Right? Because that is a mirror. It's kind of a reflection. I'm not doing well if my group is not doing well. The next one is species, or also known as mankind. But this is the species, right? This is human beings across the planet. This is Russians, Asians, Brazilians, Spanish, Chinese, Americans, men, women, like how well are we doing as mankind? I literally have no words. Because the mankind dynamic hurts me. Man should not be at war with man. Man should not be killing man, injuring man, drugging man, beating men, raping, like it's got to stop. Like, can you imagine? Thank you. Can you just, you know, like John Lennon, like, but really, like, just imagine a world where we were not doing that to one another, where the able were able to flourish and prosper and soar to greater heights, and we could roam on the streets without fear of being burglarized or raped or tortured. We didn't need drugs for our mental health because we were doing okay, better than okay. We were thriving. We were dynamically living. Can you just imagine how great, how amazing would it be if other people could just support you and be happy so you could flourish and prosper and take care of your kids? Like in a safe environment? Like, how amazing would that be? The next one is life forms. So this is all other life excluding mankind. So this is the insects, the birds, the whales, the trees, the flowers, the fruits, the vegetables, like any life form. Like, you know, I have cats. My cats are doing really well. My fifth dynamic is good. You know, we play with the little thing. I chase them all around, you know, with the thing. It's awesome. Like, you know, but how well is the planet, you know, how well are the living creatures on our planet doing? In other words, okay? How well are we surviving through that? The sixth one is the physical universe. The physical universe is matter, energy, space, and time. That's the physical universe, okay? So this is everything not living. This is matter, energy, space, and time. We shorten that acronym to call it MEST, okay? But it's a hard piece of matter. There's energy, right? Obviously, I need energy to speak with you. We've got lights, we've got a space, and we're existing through time. So that's the physical universe. How well is that doing, right? And so an example of your physical universe possessions would be like your house. What's the condition of your house? What's the condition of your car? Your things, right? How well is it doing? So and how well are you existing through it? What's your workspace look like? How is your mess? You know, how well are you living through your mess? You know, I have a lot of mess. I have, you know, I told you, I have the houses, I have planes, I have, you know, home, like that's me controlling and having physical universe. So an example of how you're living through that quickly is like, for example, your car. Like when you're in good control and your cause over your mess, you get in your car and you drive it to your work and you end up at point B. When you do not control, or you know, your mess is controlling you, you would get in your car, drive to work, not control the car, and the car drives you into a tree. then it's not doing well because it's banged up and you're banged up, okay? So that's the philosophy, that's the thinking with like, how well are you surviving through your physical universe? Okay, so can you see from these steps how Empire Mindset could help you perhaps with your first dynamic, yourself? And can you see now how relationships could help you with family, like actually knowing how to get along with them? They could help you with a group. They could help you with mankind. Like relationships are important, right? It's made up of people. That's your fourth dynamic, right? And master your money. Can you see how that could help on all 6 of them? Exactly.